Okay, let me see. Can you see? Can you see? My skateboard. Okay, what's up, YouTube? This is DFD. I didn't go to Rhode Island, so I'm bringing you a deck profile. And school kept me from going. I had the money to go. I wanted to go, but you know, school is like a bigger priority than Yu-Gi-Oh. I was gonna take either my Sea Lancer deck, which I made more control. I have to give you an updated deck profile on that, or my Agent deck. This is kind of based off of what's the name's build. Alistair Opens, he's a great duelist. I thought his build was like lacking something, like more oomph. Like, yeah, you could call Christia, but I'll show you why in the deck profile. But right now, I'm really like happy because 5 of my friends are in the top 32. One of my friends, he's in ninth place. He 8-1, and let's see my other ones. I don't know all of their records, but one of my friends, he's in ninth place. Let's see who else is there. We have one of my other friends, he's in 25th. Like, they're all in the top 32. One of them 29 and 31. So they all in the top 32. So that's pretty dope. Everybody made it to day 2. And yeah, so let's get into the deck profile really, because that's all I really want to tell you guys. I wish I would have went. Okay, I'm about to give you the deck profile. So this is Agents. These are the extra deck sleeves. I love these sleeves. If you have these sleeves, give them to me. I love them. And oh, another thing. This is one of my ones. I'll pay cash if anyone has a fresh one. Shooting Star Dragon mat. The sneak peek. Please let me know. I'll buy it cash. I want a fresh one. This one is pretty beat up. I had it for a while, but I love this mat. This is like my favorite mat. Let me show you something else. This is fucking dope. I actually have 5 signed Stardust by Yusei. Greg Abbey. I'm gonna show you something else though. When I got this card, I have to go on my binder. Hold up. I'm collecting these too. I have this shit signed by Greg Abbey. This shit is fucking dope. You have to look at this shit. Sorry about that. Focus, bitch. Shit is mad nice, yo. Shooting Star Dragon signed by Greg Abbey. I'm collecting these. If you can get a ghost one, oh my god, I love that card. Yeah, but we're about to get into the deck profile. So like I said, it's kind of based off Alistair Opens build. Let me get this Shooting Star Dragon in there. Okay, so every Agent deck, you can only use 2 Earth. I think even if it was at 3, I would only play 2 because in this build I would only play 2. If I was playing like a really pimped out Agent build, it'd be different. But this build you only really need 2 Venus. The reason I felt he had trouble, and I think he had a 1 with this deck, but he played 3. I actually would have played Jupiter instead. That's why I only played 2, so I could actually squeeze in 2 Jupiters. So I think Jupiter's like it keeps you in like if you have Chrissy in your hand and it's dead because you have a lot of fairies in the grave. This helps you build out your fairy count because you can remove them to boost his attack and any other fairy on the field. That's why I think he was more reliable in this build instead of playing 3 Venus. Because after you use Venus once to get out the Shine Balls, it's it's a 16 beater and it's a 2000 beater on the Gachi, but it's just going to be a dead card after that. When you can have an 18 beater, it's kind of better. It bumps into Stratos, and you can use this effect to get over like bigger monsters. You play 3 Hyperion, of course. I wouldn't play 1 or 2. You have to play 3 in this build because you mill. And then you want to bring him back with Call the Hunter. Like I said, it's kind of like Alistair Opens build. So, and it's good because it helps you with your fairy count also because you can remove the pop. So this is pretty, it's boss monster of the deck, one of them. You got your 3 Shine Balls, of course. I was trying to run it at 2, but you can't because you run 3 Heralds. So you actually need the Shine Balls. It's never a dead card in your hand because you play 3 of these and you just mill it with the Herald. And this is so much better than Veiler because you mill it. You can stop Dark World effects in the grave. It's pretty dope. Play 2 Christia because it's Christia. If you mill it, you could just bring it back with Call, and that's pretty good. No special summonings. That's pretty dope. Usually you get a lock with this and any like a fairy on the field. You special summon it. Even if they destroy it, you could you try and bring back Hana so you could keep dumping it as special summoning. So it's like a loop with this card. So it's pretty good. I don't even know how to pronounce this shit. Let me try it. Metholian the Time Lord. This card is really good. It's basically like an ultimate compulse, I would say, and it's still a fairy, so it helps with your fairy count for Christia. It bounces back. Like, you take no battle damage if your opponent has a monster. If your opponent has a monster and you don't, you just summon it, and then if they attack, It bounces, like, you don't take no damage at the end of the battle phase. It goes back to, like, on your next standby phase, it goes back to your deck, and it bounces all their monsters back to their hand, and they take 300 damage for each one, so it's pretty good too. So it's just, like, I think about playing 2, but I think 1 is good for now. You have to play 1 Honest, because it's 1 Honest. Triple Thunder King. The reason I really like this deck and I really started playing it again is because I like what he said in his video about the reason he made the deck like this is because he always wanted to have a strong first turn play. So playing 3 Thunder Kings is really strong for any first turn. Like Thunder King, set a back row pass. That's like really strong. That's exactly what he said, and that's kind of why I fell in love with this deck. 2 Card Trooper. That's another strong play. If you draw this and call the Hunted, it's the same thing, exactly what he said. That's like, it's always going to be a good game. If you draw this and 2 Call the Hunters, it's going to be a good game for you. Especially if they let this live on the second turn and you just mill again. It should be a good game. The only thing I don't like is milling traps and spells that I like. I don't play that many spells. I play 2 MSTs. That was it for the monsters. It's 24 monsters, 2 MSTs, Mind Control, and then a basic, heavy, MST, and Dark Hole. That's all the spells I play. So right now that's what, 30 with this monsters as spell, and I play 11 traps. So it's a 41 card deck. He played 40, but 41 is good. I don't even play the one duality like him. I play 1 Fiendish Chain. It's good a standalone card. I would play 2, but I can't find anything else to cut, and it just helps out like in any matchup because it stops attacks and negates effects. Play 2 Torrential. I love opening this Card Trooper and Nicole because I would just wait till they go off and then flip. I draw 1 because of the Card Trooper, get rid of the monsters, and I just call the Hunter something else back. So I love that. Play 2 Dose Deep Prisons. Deep Prisons is a really strong card because it just gets rid of big monsters, and removal is really good in the game right now. Then you got the Solemn Brigade, just negate monsters and everything. So that's pretty dope. And then to end off the deck, you play 3 calls. 1 is Hobby League, so let's put the Hobby League one in the middle. Yeah, so you play 3 calls. So the deck is really consistent because you always open up with a strong first turn play, and that's the only thing I really like about the deck because you always open up with something good. And well, we're gonna get into. I don't really have a side deck for this right now because I was kind of really playing frogs. But like, if you shuffle a deck and you open up, I was trying to make a chaos. I changed this deck a lot, but it's really strong. So like, you always open up with something. That's not really bad because, like I said, it's just that you set the Pro Dark Hole when I'm attacking to it. Thunder King is really strong in this deck too. It's strong against any deck, you know. We're gonna get to the extra deck. It's not even 15. It's like, I think 14. There's some cards missing, but I'll tell you what it is. Okay. We got Catster, Magical Android, Iron Chain Dragon, Ancient Sacred Wyvern, the German Black Rose, Scrap Dragon, Stardust, Thought Ruler, Miss Worm. That's it for the Synchros. I don't know if there's anything else I need to play. I can't play Brionic, or Trish. Trish was really broken in this. Trish was really broken in this deck. I don't know why I'm stuttering and slurring my words. Play Gotchi, favorite card. I love this card. The Incredible Hulk. Love this card because I play frogs. Rank 3, you play Tim Tempo. I'll play the other guy instead of this. I forgot the other one's name. The other Mexican. I would have my binder, but I don't feel like taking that. I'll play Zenmaines for extra slot because I have extra space. Utopia, Papalapa. We need this card. This card's broken. And I think that's it for the deck profile. There's nothing really else. I think you should really try testing out this deck. Like on a budget build, I'm slurring my words again. On a budget build, this is like a really good deck, and I think everyone should try it out. So I'm gonna do a trade binder soon, and I think I'll do an update on my frog deck. So until next time, YouTube, peace.